What is going on, guys and gals? John from John's Game Room here, and really quickly I want to start off and apologize that I did not get a video out yesterday. Was extremely busy, and but I'm back. We're back here, and I want to try to keep this day-to-day upload going because that's what I promised you in yesterday's video, and so yeah. The footage in the background here is Advanced Warfare's one-shot TDM. We get some good quick scopes in here, and it's a fun game. But for today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about what I didn't like in Advanced Warfare, because there were a few things. You know, I love the game, but there definitely were a couple of things that were holding it back, in my opinion. And what it is that I'm looking forward to and hoping to see and not see return in Black Ops 3. So let's hop right into it. Okay, so first things first, what did I not like from Advanced Warfare? Now, this game, in my mind, is one of my favorite games of Call of Duty in years. Probably since COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2. You know, Black Ops games, they are very good, and the multiplayer works really, really well. The weapons are balanced, but, you know, it just felt very repetitive, and I feel like the only thing that really stood out for me in those Black Ops and Black Ops 2 were zombies, and, you know, hopefully they can add some good innovative multiplayer features to Black Ops 3, so that way we can get more of an innovation based game, and something that really mixes up the tables, and adds something new to the series. And I'm not saying that Advanced Warfare didn't bring any kind of innovation to the game. Advanced Warfare, in my mind, is by far the most innovative Call of Duty to date. With the double jump, and you know, the exosuit brings so many different movement functionalities to it that it changes the way that the game flows. It changes everything. This is the fastest Call of Duty game in years, and you know, that, and the speed is one of the things that people don't like about it. And now to get to one of the problems I had with it is the double jump. You see it all over the place. People jump over walls, jump on top of buildings. You know, you can get from one side of the map, you know, one spawn to the other side, to the other spawn, in about like 3 to 4 seconds flat. And it's because of the double jump. You know, you have the the exo jump, and it ruins the game because I feel like it it puts a lot of the action and a lot of the fighting, the gunplay stuff, off your screen. Now, you know, now what I mean by this is that people are constantly jumping over walls. You know, they're never just in front of you or, you know, somewhere off to the top of the screen where you can still see them. You know, there's no lane-based system to the Call of Duty, and I think that's what's really important to this franchise, because it really keeps this thing on a ground level. It keeps it grounded, it keeps it realistic. Not realistic, but smooth. It keeps it flowing smoothly, and that's something that I think is extremely vital to Call of Duty's franchise, because it makes it so that way you don't have all these off-screen encounters, you know, so that way you're always able to see, and it comes down to skill, you know, not exactly whose gun is better than the others, but, you know, who can snap onto targets a lot better and a lot faster. Those are the people that usually get the kills. And, you know, with Advanced Warfare, you know, it's, if you jump over this wall, then they're never going to see you coming, and you can always get first shot, and you can always get the drop, more than likely. You don't have that reaction time to be able to slide away like you would think you would. It doesn't work like that because the time to kill is so low. Um, but, you know, let me revert back to what I just said a couple of seconds ago with, you know, it doesn't matter about who's got what gun. You know, the gun damage isn't that important. You know, you can have overpowered weapons in your game, and you know, as long as it's not overpowered to by an immense amount. And that'll bring me to my second issue that I had with Advanced Warfare. And that issue is gun variants. Now, the second that I heard that gun variants were a thing, and you know, you had over like 350 guns just with these variants included in the game off out of the box. I thought that was awesome. I thought that was going to be super duper cool. However, now that the game's out, and it's been out for almost a year now, it really gives me a time to think about how exactly those influence the game. And, you know, now that I look back at it, the fact that they had a variant in the game automatically unbalances every weapon in the game. Because now you've got this weapon, And in order to have any kind of a variant that does any more damage or any less damage, automatically makes that weapon stronger or weaker than the base model. Now that's not very good, especially if you look at, if you can go online and you can find several websites that have, which variants are the best variants in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and that's not a good thing because you've got these AK-12 RAP, right? You've got the HBRA-3 Insanity, you have the Bal Inferno or Obsidian Steed, and all sorts of these weapons. Every single weapon has a variant that is broken in that weapon variant or in that weapon category, and the fact that people can do those and automatically do better in their game just goes to show that it doesn't rely on skill anymore. There's no skill gap anymore like everybody thought there would be in this game. It comes down to who's got the best variants, and then that's what it winds up to. Is there's nothing else you can really do if somebody's got the AK-12 RAP or the HBRA-3 Insanity. If they get shots on first, you're done. Because those do so much damage. I believe the AK-12 RAP does I think you can get a two-shot to the chest, I believe. And that, that's just not okay, and I'm really, really excited and happy that I believe Treyarch said that that's not coming to Black Ops 3. They're not bringing those or supply drops back, and that makes me happy, um, because it's just, right off the bat, that's a sign that, yes, weapons are going to be much more balanced than they are in Advanced Warfare. And the fact that they're not going to be bringing back these supply drops make me even more excited, because when you break it down, yes, the variants are a problem. But what's worse is that there's no way to actually physically earn those variants. It's all RNG, random number generated. So when you open up a supply drop, you've got, however many numbers that it's going to pick through, and it'll land on one, and that's what you'll get. And a lot of those numbers don't, like, the percentage and the possibility that you get an elite weapon like the AK-12 RAP or the HBR3 Insanity is it's a very low percentage. And I just, I'm so happy that they're not bringing that stuff back into Treyarch, because I think the biggest issue I had with Advanced Warfare was that it's all random. It's all pure luck. It's he who has the most luck is going to get the best stuff. And I don't like that. I think it's a good idea. Um, and I like the idea of kind of gambling, right? You gamble which weapons you're going to get. However, I feel like if you're going to have weapons in the game, you need to have a way to physically earn them, or do something that actually will instantly guarantee that, hey, you're going to be getting this weapon. No luck indeed, or no luck involved, I'm sorry. You've done this, and here you go. But, they just didn't put that in the game, and I feel like that really, really hurts them. And now I'll talk about Treyarch's new game, Black Ops 3, and all the information that we've heard about it so far, and what out of that information I like and don't like. So let's begin. So first things first, they've got this kind of gun builder type of thing, and I feel like this is their form of getting rid of the variants. And what it is, in my mind, it's a creative class for a weapon. So you'd have a creative class, and then you have a weapons creative class, is what the gun builder kind of is. And you can put your gun, you can put on these attachments, and your red dot sight, your foregrip, rapid fire suppressor, throw all these things onto your gun, and then you can save that gun. Now, you could say that's what variants are, but they're not really that big a difference, and I feel like it's just going to make it easier to go into your class, pick exactly which weapon you want without swapping up your entire perks and all sorts of your kill streaks and all that type of fun stuff. And I think that's a good thing, It's a good balance between having broken weapons and having weapons that you can put together on your own. And props to Treyarch for doing that. That's something I never would have figured they would have done. And I'm extremely happy that they did. Next up is so they got rid of the boost jump, and what they did was, now instead of a boost, it's a thrust. So in my mind, you've still got these boosts side to side. You can still dodge, or it's called thrust dodge. That's what it is. And it's the same idea, where you can lunge yourself side to side to get away from bullets and kind of evade your target or your opponent. And that's fine. I think that's the part that's okay. It's the problem that with Advanced Warfare was the double jump, and they have this new mechanic called thrust jump. And what they've said is the thrust jump is not going to be a double jump. You can't just mash X twice or you know, A, I think is what it is on Xbox. You can't just mash the button 2 times and instantly go, you know, like 50 feet in the air. It doesn't work like that. It's a very slow, steady increase in height. And what it sounds like to me is the jetpacks from Evolve. Um, which is there purely just to get up to the next level. You know, you're not supposed to be jumping up and above everything. You know, they said it was purely there to get rid of their ladders. That way you don't have to worry about these stupid ladders, because the ladders take you out of the match. You know, you're vulnerable when you're climbing them, and it's just they didn't want to have to worry about the ladders. So I feel like there might not be any ladders returning if this thrust jump works out the way it will. And I think that's good. You know, that right there is going to keep all the fighting on screen. You know, you're not going to be getting shot from above or, you know, from the side, super far off from the side. And I think they also said that they wanted to have a kind of 3-lane based map return to Call of Duty. And, you know, again, props to Treyarch. Yeah, you guys are some of my favorite developers ever. They know what to do with a Call of Duty game. Now, finally, one of the things that I've heard so far about Treyarch and Black Ops 3 that scares me is these, I believe they're called heroes that you play as. I could be wrong here, but it sounds kind of like it's a class that you pick before each match, and it sounds a lot to me kind of as like it's either, you know how in Destiny you had the Titans, the Warlocks, and oh man, I can't remember. I haven't played Destiny in so long. But you've got the 3 basic classes, and each class has a power, right? They've got the power up. You know, like the Titan has the ability to do the ground pound, and that wipes out any enemies that get hit by it. One of them has the ability of the golden gun. Now they're bringing that idea into Call of Duty, and that kind of scares me because you've got this. Okay, so the reason it works out in Destiny, the supers work out in Destiny a lot better than I think it's going to in Call of Duty, because it's such a big map. You know, you've got these battlefield-sized maps, and you don't have those in Call of Duty. So the fact that you're going to be giving these people, these characters that you're going to be able to play as, these abilities for a one-hit kill, you know, like, and I'm talking, one of them has this ability to have this golden gun similar to Destiny's, and it's a one-shot, one kill no matter where you hit them. On a close area map, I just don't, it doesn't sound like a good idea. However, they're not all like that. One of them, I don't remember their names because each character has their own name. One of them has, like, he pulls off his arm and he's got this turret mounted, and he's got like pretty much a minigun from multiplayer. That sounds fine. I don't see how that's going to be that big a problem. Um, you know, but they also come with these abilities, and the abilities seem balanced. You know, you have, like, once you get this ability, you can activate it, and you'll get, like, twice as much score. So, for, like, completing objectives, instead of just getting 100 points for completing a domination point, you get 200. And that just sounds balanced to me, and it works out really, really well. Now, I'm afraid of these supers, man. I'm afraid of them because it's going to be such close stuff, and I know people are just going to panic do it, and it's just going to be an instant kill no matter what. You can't avoid it. It just sounds like it's already a bad idea, but we're not going to know until the beta. So, I have all these issues with this game, you know, all these, it's like one thing that I'm scared of with this game, and we're not going to know anything until the beta drops. So, I definitely stay tuned to this channel, because once the beta does indeed drop, you can guarantee that I will be there playing the beta, um, and getting videos for you guys updated and uploaded, and yeah, so stay to my channel if you want to be up to date on anything with Black Ops 3. Well, anything Call of Duty, anything. You know, I'm going to be here to post the update and post all the news and fun stuff like that. Um, Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, can you do me that favor and hit the like button below? And if you enjoyed my channel and you wish to support me, hit that subscribe button. That'd be super duper awesome. And let me know in the comments below what you think I should do for my channel. What new series would you like to see? All that fun stuff. Leave it in the comments below, and I will see you guys hopefully on the next video.
Losing Bravo. Lost Bravo. Losing C.